Hello. Hope you're doing well today. We're starting off today with the energy of judgment. So I'm going to shuffle for timeless message here. And I trust whenever you find this video is the exact right time for you to receive this message. And as I shuffle and the cards move, just feel which parts resonate with you. And if it doesn't resonate, just leave it behind. It's all good. Let's take a breath here while I shuffle. So from that shuffle, we've got the Emperor and the King of Wands. There's a lot of royalty going on here today. Because then at the bottom of the deck, we also have Justice here. So there's a lot of, crowns and sitting on thrones energy. A lot of thinking, being solid in thinking now, I think. Let's just go through the cards here then. Judgment. You can see spirit up in the sky here, like, do 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 do. Yeah, you should toot your own horn with this gift I'm bringing down into you. All these old ways of thinking that have just been keeping you floating on the surface up until now. You're at the shoreline here, rising up, ready to go, ready to receive this gift. And your new ways of thinking, you're open to the new ways of thinking now. And they're coming on in. Do. That's what I'm getting. And I don't know if the two X's mean anything to anyone. The 20, I believe that's a 10 and a 10. I'm drawn to that as well. And we're going into, the Emperor here, sitting solid on his throne. Ram heads could be, you've been butting heads with ideas with yourself, could be with someone else. But the battle's done and now you're sitting here on this throne. And, like it's a rebirth with this Ankh here in his hand. Rebirth, new way of thinking, ready to go. Feel like all these new ideas are coming in and he is ready to go, solid gold ball. He's solid, like literally solid, platform he's sitting on here. And under his cape, he's ready to go to battle if need be. He's ready for whatever it is that's coming at him because he's been there, he's battled, and now he's ready to use all the resources and knowledge from that battling to move forward. That one foot is ready to go right out there and into the King of Wands. He's sitting here. I think that he's also reminding you to balance out some playfulness. You've got the playful salamander who also, the water represents, battling the fieriness that comes in from wands. So I feel like it's a good pace that's going on here with the action that you're taking. He's looking forward and then into justice here, balance, all about balance, reminding you to balance everything out. 1-1 with the 11 going on, and looks like 1-1. The pillars look like 1-1, standing there, balance between the pillars, balance of the scales. Could mean a Libra, could be Libra season we're talking about here. But she's also, ready to go with the double-edged sword. Which way or that way, whichever way we're going, we're ready to go with one step forward. So it's a lot of preparedness, I'd say, that's working out here and heading out in this new direction. So let me check out and see how this compares to, the general meanings and interpretations that are given to them. So for the judgment, self-evaluation, awakening, renewal, composure, decisiveness, homesickness, snap, judgments, forgiveness. I'm really feeling like today, though, this is about receiving, opening up and receiving the gifts from spirit, all your new ways of thinking. Like you're letting go of these old beliefs that have only kept you floating up on the surface thus far. That's the feeling I'm getting from this today. And for the emperor, older man he is, yes, could be old ways of thinking again, is the vibe I'm getting with this message. Stability, dependability, structure, protectiveness, authority, logical, practical. And I feel like that this is what this is about, logical and practical, using, what you've learned along the way to move forward, grounded. And, it could mean you're a little bit stubborn. This could also be representing an older man, like a father figure type. It's like it could be someone that is wise and who would give you solid advice. Also, it could be, and this is what I'm getting from this reading, the flow of it, the dominance of logic over emotion and mind over the heart, which definitely makes sense for this reading going into the King of Wands for, what I'm getting here with having judgment before it. King of Wands, energetic, experience, optimistic, confident, strong, friendly, funny, free thinking, motivated, proud, honest, loyal, taking control, natural born leader, daring to be different. He's got his fancy cape here with the playful salamander vibe going on. I feel like that's more the vibe that I'm getting for this. The King of Wands is a mature male. Again, we're getting that mature male energy who's confident, strong, energetic, optimistic, and a natural born leader. So I think it's like getting ready to lead and use the new gifts you've opened yourself up to receiving and are receiving coming in to go forward. And then for justice, could be karma, justice, consequences, something legal could have been going on, truth, honesty, integrity, cause and effect, life lessons, all the balance left and right. But I think with the energy of the Emperor and the King of Wands here, I think we're getting that balance of the work and the playfulness is the vibe I'm getting for this. Like maybe there's some lessons that you've learned from circumstances that maybe threw you off balance, and maybe they were in your control, maybe they weren't, but either way you're keeping a level head, and keeping prepared with one foot forward as events unfold. Justice could indicate that you have a choice to make and you're weighing your opinions, you're weighing up your options. But I think it is opinions, actually. I don't think that actually was a slip of a word. That is what it said on their options, but opinions does make sense with all the thought, all the ways of thinking changing, flourishing in you. But yeah, balancing the scales out. So I hope this reading found you well today, and enjoy the rest of the day.